Hello everybody and welcome to my first YouTube video. Today we're going to be making a moving square in Pygame. I'm so excited to get started and let's get right into it. So to get started, we're going to start off by importing Pygame. And then we're going to set up the screen and initialize Pygame by doing pygame.init. And then we're going to set up the screen, which is screen is equal to pygame.display.setMode. Now in this tuple, we can set up our screen size. I'm going to make mine 500 by 500. Now we can get into our game loop. So we're going to set running to true, which is our definition of game loop basically. And then we are going to create our game loop. So while running, for event in pygame.event.get, fetching all of the events, if the event.type is equal to pygame.quit, then we want to quit, setting running to false. Now we can basically fill the screen white and then update it and then quit Pygame. So to do that, we're going to say screen.fill. The color will be 255, 255, 255, which is white. And then we're going to do pygame.display.flip. This will update the display. And then in the end, we're going to quit Pygame. So now we can set up the player using a class or a method. So to do this, we're going to define it right before we run using class player. Then we're going to give it initial variables. And to actually use them, we're going to define init. Give it a self, x, y, speed, color, and size. Now we're going to make these variables global just inside the method. So to do that, we're going to make a self.x is going to be equal to x, self.y is going to be equal to y, and so on for the rest. Okay, now we're going to render the player. So we're going to define render, take self, and we're going to use Pygame's rect function. So we're going to do pygame.draw.rect. This is going to take in the screen, the color, and then our rect values, which is x, y, and the size in both dimensions. And now we can go on to the upward, downward, left, and right movement of the player. So let's start with the upward movement by defining up, giving it a self parameter. And it's very simple. We're just going to say self.y is equal to self.y minus self.speed. And same for the down, but opposite. So define down, self.y is equal to self.y plus self.speed. Then we're going to define left, self, and self.x is going to be equal to self.x minus self.speed. And then right is going to be equal to self.x is equal to self.x plus self.speed. Great. Now we can put these to the test in the main game loop. So before we actually get to the functions, we have to define the player class. So right before running, we're going to set player equal to player, the method. And we're going to give it its initial variables. So x is going to be 250, 250 is y, speed is 0.1, color, I'm going to give it black, which is 0, 0, 0, and the size is going to be 25. Now we can render the player right after we fill the screen. So player.render. now we can test this out. And look at that, we get a player rendered to the screen. Now we can set up the key movements and how we're going to move the player. So Pygame has a built-in key function thing, but it's kind of choppy and it's not very smooth when you keep pressing the arrow key. So I use another method. So let's go with that. We're going to set key pressed to pygame.key.getPressed. This is going to fetch the key whichever one is pressed. So fetching the key that's pressed, basically. Now we're going to run some if statements. So if the key pressed sub pygame.key up, then we want player to go up. That is our function. And you can configure this to WASD or any other layout. I'm going to go with the standard arrow keys. Now we do the same thing for all the other keys. Alright, now we can test this out. And I'm moving my arrow keys, I'm pressing them, and there we go. We now get a moving square in Pygame. It is smooth, not choppy, and you can move diagonally as well. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Please subscribe and share this video, and bye.